with the Minnesota Vikings. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check your heart rate.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Go. 44's the mic. 44's Mike. Check. Rip left. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Look at me. Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Malone, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short.
At their own 31-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We own them.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Get up! 180! 53! Get ready!
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And boy, not a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Let's bring it. Kill. Hey, turn it out. 26, Mike. 3 buzz. Hey, 18. 26, Mike. Rabbit.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Set up. 8 read. 44. Watch the run. 80 weapons. Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
On 1st and 10. Fitzgerald nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Got an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Get up. 180. 53. Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Shift! Watch the shift!
On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson. On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check 53, Mike. You're not ready.
1st down, a run with Cohen. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Right there.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 21.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's going to go up top. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Look, squeeze. Hey. Hey, zoom.
Throwing again. Fitzgerald. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Vikings first down.
On the double.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Fitzgerald looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Recon, 132 fighter. You. Let's fight.
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Alert.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
180. Check 53. Here we go.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Defense, let's go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that. Check four.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
Hey, alert. Hey, wahoo. 26 Mike. They can't hang with us. 26 Mike. Here we go. 26 Mike.
Trubisky will throw. The catch made by Miller. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's first and 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
Hey, 18.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch number 29.
On third down, Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. As the first half is winding down, and the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger.
And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
That's it, baby. We got 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
They're scared. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go.
Now it's Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Hey, here I come. Here grab it.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. From the 31, Fitzgerald. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll run for it. Cook. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Make no mistake about it, that's a really dangerous place to run that play. But the way that they're spreading the defense horizontally, you've got to think that as the game goes on, they'll find opportunities vertically downfield as well.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike, bravo. Here we go.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Right there, 54, right there.
Here's Trubisky to throw. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. He'll take it at the 42. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. From the 36, Fitzgerald. It's complete to Diggs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 32 on the play.
On the ready.
Mike's 4-4. In the face.
Shoot.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, They put themselves...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 36, Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. And this is going to be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Going deep for Diggs. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
Slam, slam, slam. 80 weapon.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on third down. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the fourth quarter tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Bears 16.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short.
The Bears take
Here we go.
over
Here we go. Here we go.
their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Team 6. Team 6. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
Come on.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Back to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey, Haywood!
Popo's the Mike. Mike's Popo. Man, I got you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
44 is the mic. Hey, Sam on.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Watch the twist. Watch go.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They try again with Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Like 22, he's coming. Hey, Alpha.
Check.
Like 22.
Trubisky to throw. This is caught by Robinson. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Trubisky now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll look to throw. He's got Burton here. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing now is Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, box drop.
Now it's Trubisky. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Go. Five.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy